Top 10 places, lugares para visitar en Mallorca, España. Madre mía, nunca estuve en Mallorca. Bueno, lo único que sé de Mallorca es Pepito o Pepito, Pepito de Mallorca, ábreme la puerta. No, no sé cómo es, esa es en italiano, no sé cómo. Será lo mismo en español, me imagino. Nunca estuve allá y me encantaría ir en Mallorca, Ibiza, bueno, todos los lugares que España nos ofrece para disfrutar un poquito más de esta vida que la mayoría de las veces es aburrida. Vamos a ver, vamos a enamorarnos de esta bonita isla. El vídeo va a ser en inglés, ¿eh? Casi me olvidaba. Entonces, si no hablas inglés, no importa. Nos vamos solo a enfocar en la belleza de esta isla. Dale.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan, and I want to show you my favorite places on one of Europe's most beautiful islands. So here is my Mallorca top 10. Mallorca is one of my favorite places in the world. It's home to jaw-dropping landscapes, crystal clear waters, and some of the world's best.
Madre mía!
When I first started traveling, this is one of the first places I went to. It's a really cheap place to fly to from most European cities. My plane ticket was like $90 round trip to fly out there, so it's super cheap and affordable. I've been back to this island 3 times, and I just want to keep coming back because there's so many beautiful locations you got to check out. So for our first location, we're going to head over to the Albert Crux Watchtower. Now, this is located.
Madre mía, mira esto. ¿Cómo puede esto ser real? Madre mía. Qué belleza, madre
on the
mía.
northern tip of the island. I stumbled upon this place by accident.
Wow.
I was just driving around and I saw this watchtower in the distance. So I was like, shoot, I'm gonna find a way.
Madre mía.
Anyways, it was built in the 16th century. It was used to like warn against pirates that were approaching to come attack the island, I guess. So pretty crazy history right there. So anyways, to climb up the watchtower, there was like a ladder. I just climbed up.
Dijo que fue construida para que la gente de allá podía ver los piratas que se acercaban a la isla. Tiene sentido, ¿eh? Tiene sentido. Desde ahí solo hay solo el mar Mediterráneo. Nada más.
And then you're gonna get inside, and then there's like some stairs to get up to the top. Anyways, when I got to the top, I was just so freaking stoked.
Wow.
You're gonna get a beautiful 360 panoramic view of the whole entire area. I think it's at like 380 meters high. So you're gonna get an amazing vantage point.
380 metros. Es más de la Torre Eiffel, creo.
When I was there, the sun was about to set. I got some really cool shots of me just walking around this
No,
tower.
no. Está loco. Está loco. Nunca caminaría así. No, madre mía. Vas a morir.
Most sunsets I ever had. I remember just chilling there and just thinking, how in the heck did I end up here? If you are in Mallorca, you gotta check out this watchtower. You're not gonna regret it. So for our next location, we're gonna just go down to the nearby Mirador es Colomer. So I was on a cruise ship and we docked in Mallorca, and I had like just a few hours before I get back on the ship, and I saw pictures of this Mirador. So I was like, shoot, like I gotta go. So I decided to get a rental car for only like 3 hours. I drove out there and I got to this lookout. You're gonna walk out to this observation deck.
Madre
it's just right on
mía.
this massive cliff, and you get a really beautiful view of the surrounding area. I got some really cool shots.
Mallorca es increíble.
It had the most epic lighting ever. If you're on that northern side of the island, you gotta check out the Mirador es Colomer. All right, so after the lookout, we're gonna go to one of my all-time favorite places in the world, Cala Varquez. Now, if you love cliff jumping, crystal clear water, or you just want to chill on a beach, you gotta go check this place out. Like, it is the definition of Mediterranean paradise. Like, I couldn't recommend it more. It is like one of my top 5.
Madre mía, mira el color del agua.
You could just spend days here just swimming and
Dios.
cliff jumping. It has it all. To get there, you're gonna walk down this.
Espera, entonces está dentro de. No, espera. Aquí lo hizo su video, ¿no?
Here,
adentro de allí.
Cliff jumping. It has it all. To get there, you're gonna walk down this long dirt road. When I was walking down, I found this little turtle just chilling in the brush. Then you're gonna go through this gate, and then you'll get down to the beach. Now you're just gonna get blown away by how.
Madre mía, y mira cuánta gente que se hizo todo. Madre mía, toda esta caminata, todo ese camino para llegar ahí. Madre mía.
You're go through this gate, and then you'll get down to the beach. Now, you're just gonna get blown away by how like clear this water is. The combination of white rock, green vegetation, and that blue water is just Absolutely.
También
stunning.
los
When I was there, I
yachten
did one of
ahí.
my craziest cliff jumps ever off this 60-foot
No, no, nunca lo
I remember
haría.
just standing there and just
No,
debating if I was
no,
just
no,
gonna
no,
jump,
está
if I was
loco.
gonna do a gainer.
Está
I
loco.
ended up sending it and doing the gainer, and it was one of my all-time favorite travel experiences. I made a lot of friends
Dios.
there. We got like an air mattress, and we were just floating around in the ocean on it. Me and my brother, we found these sea caves, and you
Como que el océano, este es mar, no es océano.
have to like swim under this rock to get to the other side. So it was a little sketch, but it was just so freaking cool. The water there is just so clear, and I mean, it's just such a beautiful place. Truly can't recommend it more. If you are in
Madre mía,
Mallorca,
qué
you
locura.
have to go check out Cala Varquez. You're not going to be disappointed. All right, so after Cala Varquez, we're going to go over to the nearby Drac Caves. Now, this is one of the few places I
Cuevas
haven't
del
gone to.
Drac.
I'd like to go when I'm back. So it's located on the east side of the island in the town of Puerto Cristo. Now, there are 4 caves, and they're about 4
¿Cómo? ¿Cómo?
an island in the town of Puerto Cristo.
Bueno, yo soy italiano, entonces no puedo parar de reír. Porto Cristo. Suena como que me está diciendo porco. Ya sabe. No, espera, que estaba buscando. Bueno, estaba buscando cuánto es grande Mallorca. Parece bastante grande esa isla, ¿no? Bueno, madre mía. 3.640 kilómetros cuadrados. Bastante grande.
Now, there are 4 caves, and they're about 4 kilometers long, and it's about 15 euros to enter, so it's pretty cheap. And what you're going to do is you're going to go down
¿Cuánto?
long, and it's about 15 euros to enter, so it's pretty cheap. And what you're going to do is you're going to go
Sí,
down to this
bastante.
cave, and then they have like these little boats, and you'll do a little tour. I think it takes about an hour to do. It's home to Lake
Wow.
Montel, which is one of the world's largest.
Madre mía, es increíble esa cava.
To the town of
Palma de Mallorca.
Now, when you fly into the Mallorca, this is where you're gonna fly into. Now, it's a really cool town.
Madre
There's a lot to
mía.
do there. You got a lot of galleries, a lot of restaurants, really cool nightlife.
Wow.
It's home to the massive Santa Maria Cathedral. The construction on this cathedral was started in the 13th century, and it has really cool Gothic architecture. So I definitely recommend
qué
at least exploring
góticos?
the city for a few hours or even a full day. So after Palma
Dios.
de Mallorca, we're gonna head over to the famous road to Sa Calobra.
No.
I come from the US. I'm used to wide roads and highways.
Madre
so this road
mía.
really scared the crap out of me. I mean, roads
Madre mía. No, con todas estas curvas, madre mía. Y mira, se parece también muy estrecha esta calle. No, no, eso me da miedo.
in Europe tend to be pretty skinny. The road to Sa
Bueno, lo dijo él también, que les dio miedo. Pero bueno, es
a whole
americano.
nother level.
Están
There's full
acostumbrados a las
hairpin turns
calles.
and loops that wind down the mountain. There's this really cool loop that goes underneath the road that I thought was pretty cool. The mountains there are just spectacular.
Wow.
They descend down into the ocean. I believe a lot of car commercials were filmed there, and I understand why.
Sí, esto es el que cuando ibas a la escuela superior, ¿no? A la escuela media, todos los hijos de puta de tu compañero te enviaban esto de un coche que iba por acá y al momento te encontrabas no sé, un zombie que te hacía ¡ah! Y te daba el jump scare, te cagabas por encima. Me acuerdo. Esa era aquí si no me equivoco.
When I was there, I made a pit stop and I found this really cool lookout so I could get a good vantage point of
Madre
When I was driving down it, I was
mía.
honestly terrified. I mean, I was just afraid I was going to scratch another car.
Tenemos una calle que es igualita. Bueno, yo vivo en la montaña, no es como acá, pero en la montaña hay siempre mucha gente que viaja por allá porque es muy turístico. Y la calle, cuando vas a volver, es tan estrecha como esta con las... Madre mía, no me gusta. Pero bueno, es una experiencia y si voy, bueno, algún día iré allá y quiero manejar en esta calle, definitivamente.
We're going to crash. There was a few spots where there was only enough room to have one car. Like this one spot where there's just like a tunnel in the mountain.
Wow.
I made it down to the bottom without crashing, and I got to the town of Sa Calobra. Sa Calobra was another place I just stumbled upon by accident. It's this really scenic bay where the mountains reach the ocean, and it's just really beautiful. I walked over to this place called
Madre
Torre de
mía.
París, And it's this awesome little beach situated between these two cliffs. I obviously had to find a spot to cliff jump. So I found this little cliff and I jumped into the water and I did some snorkeling in the crystal clear ocean there. One thing that I thought was just really cool was all the sailboats. They were just vibing in the bay. One thing I wish I would have done is I wish I would have stayed there for sunset. I was in such a rush to find another spot for sunset, and I ended up actually missing the sunset. So I hear it has one of the best sunsets on the island there. So definitely go spend a sunset down in San Cala. You won't regret it. All right, so after we're gonna head over to Mirador Espontas. Now, Espontas is this sea arch in the ocean, and it's freaking huge. And this is what originally brought me to my...
Espera, tengo una pregunta. ¿Por qué tienen todo este nombre? Es... Hablan en catalano, si no me equivoco. Entonces esos son los artículos en el catalano, como el, la... Es así. No conozco el catalano bien.
Mallorca.
No lo conozco para nada.
I saw this video of the sea arch, and I was living in Switzerland at the time. I decided, all right, I'm just gonna go buy a plane ticket over Mallorca. It was like 90 bucks. I was like, what the heck? I drove to the sea arch. There's a really cool lookout point. You can just walk around for the area. I mean, it's just a really beautiful place to check out. It's just another reason to visit the island of Mallorca.
Sí, es el catalano.
It's such a beautiful place.
Mallorquino.
So that is it for my Mallorca video. I mean, there's just so many beautiful places to explore. So many little calas and bays to just really relax in the ocean water, do some cliff jumping, and just enjoy that Mediterranean Ocean. I can't recommend Mallorca enough. Coming from the States, there's nowhere like this place.
Pero ¿por qué llama el Mediterráneo océano? En Italia solo le decimos mar al Mediterráneo, nunca se le dice océano.
It's not too expensive to fly there, so if you are living in Europe or you're doing a vacation in Europe, definitely add Mallorca to your itinerary.
Madre mía, quiero ir a Mallorca ahora mismo.
At shirley.films. Hope you guys are staying safe out there with the current situation we're all facing. It's Ryan, and we will see you later.
Ah, increíble. ¿Os ha gustado este video? Por favor, decime que sí, porque para mí era una puta locura. Madre mía, Mallorca. ¿Es la mejor isla de España? Contéstame en los comentarios. Quiero reaccionar a más videos de lugares para visitar en España. Puede ser que el próximo video vaya a ser viendo un poquito Barcelona o Cataluña. No sé, si tenéis algunos videos en mente que queréis verme reaccionar, escríbeme el nombre del video y lo voy a hacer muy pronto. Os deseo una buena noche y nos vemos muy pronto. Chao, chao.